Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made. A lot of space now. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. We have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going for the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense.
First down and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. He bought some time, now lets it go. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the 3rd down conversion.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Orangemen. You come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And the single back takes the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll ride the back again here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 3rd down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The big guy was just turned loose right over the middle.
Chris, how did they miss this guy? Big tight end, has great athletic ability, all alone over the middle. The quarterback's eyes lit up as he found his intended target for a big gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass, it's Johnson. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for a touchdown himself.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's Jones. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at midfield. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Fights through the tackler. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Cook. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Orangeman. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. getting set up. It's a first down play. We go with a direct snap. Has the first down and more. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Cook. Throwing for his running back. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. Missouri getting set for their 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Direct snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
He throws down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment before this important play. 4th down, going for a 1st down or a touchdown here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? To throw, it's Johnson. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him, and forced that incompletion.
Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. They bring the punter onto the field now. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the punt heads out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 45. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. Running through the tackle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Handoff to the back. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. Dropping back. It's Cook. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. Missouri now in the red zone. On the run, it's Jones. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The ball is caught. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Last time was a quick and out. Can they get a drive going this time? A change of direction. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end, his eyes light up, makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Syracuse. That puts them on top in the second half. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that. I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the marker before being taken down.
Missouri, 21.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the handoff. He's got room looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The back's got it. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the ground, it's Allen. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Throws to the tight end. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Linebacker shifting around now. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. They'll run it here. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the 2nd half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense. And now the running back's got it again. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And that's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before time runs out. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Cook. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking for a 4th down conversion. Bringing pressure. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
This is the risk you take as a defensive coordinator when you play press man. You're betting that your guy's better than that receiver. Pretty good coverage, but how about the throw by the quarterback to take away any threat at all from that corner?
The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Trying to find some room. It's Allen. Touchdown, Orangemen. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They scored, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Going the other way, can they catch him? He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able